Hey everybody, welcome to a new Scar my views on files. Welcome, thank you for tuning in. If you guys want to see how to start yoga, please stay tuned. Alright, so here we are with a yoga video, just basically to let you know how to start yoga. And so I'm here to tell you, and I've had some people, ask me like in the comments. I let them know, but I said this deserves a video, even though I've done a video like this, but I decided to do like an updated video because I have gotten into yoga more heavily, so I have a little bit more knowledge on it than I had back then. So an updated video is a must. I also did a poll, and a lot of people said yes, and I got some very good feedback on it, so I was like, okay, a video is needed. And so that's basically it about that. And also I've been through the training. I am getting more. I'm trying to finish my hours, as you guys know. If you guys been watching my vlogs, you know what I'm going through with that. But I've been going through a lot, so it's kind of hard. But I did train and I did take the test, and all I need is to finish my hours to become certified. So I will be soon. But I have a lot of knowledge in it, so I think will be a good video to let you guys know how to start. So that's basically about that. So with me, with yoga, I basically started because, if you guys don't know, my father had passed back in 2011, and I started my yoga channel in 2012. So a lot of things have, came out of that when my dad passed. Unfortunately, it had to come out when he passed, which was a very, very sad time. But at the end of the day, I had to get myself together and try to do more things to keep myself occupied. And so that was one of the things, which is yoga, that really helped me. And also with my channel, that really, really helped me. So that solely came from my dad and, of course, God, but solely from that and nothing else and nothing more, nothing less. Okay. So if you guys want to know more about how I started my YouTube channel, the backstory of it, you could definitely check my video down in the description bar below. Okay. All right. So now we're going to start with the equipment for yoga. Okay. The equipment that you need are just the basics. You need the yoga mat, a yoga strap, and 2 yoga blocks. Now with the yoga mats, they have different thickness of it, like 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, and 5 mm, and it might go a little bit higher, I believe, but I have a 3 mm. So it really depends on the cushion that you need, especially if you have any certain ailments or things of that sort, or you just want the cushion because you don't want any ailments in the future. Okay, so that's basically about that. So it's really up to you. Okay, you don't have to get, you get what your budget is allowing you to do. Okay, you can get mats from Amazon, Kohl's, Target, Walmart, whatever that your pockets are comfortable with. Okay, so it's really up to you. Okay, so that's basically about that. So you don't have to go out and get all expensive, get a $50 mat. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You can definitely go and get some a mat from an affordable store that will fit your pockets, and then maybe later on down the line you could save for a better mat if you like. A yoga strap to help with stretching of the arms, to help with restorative yoga. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And also to help with stretching of the legs and things of that sort. The yoga strap is very helpful. You can substitute it with different things, but getting a yoga strap is cool to get. But if you cannot afford it, you can definitely use other things that are available in your household. Okay. And as far as 2 yoga blocks, you're probably like, 2 yoga blocks? Why do I need 2 yoga blocks? Well, 2 yoga blocks, you do need 2 of them because with certain poses you may need to use both of them at the same time. So like if you're doing a bridge, maybe you want to go a little bit higher just to get to that, to that point to where you can get into a full wheel and things of that sort. Or maybe you have to put it under under you, and then you probably have to put it under your head. It depends on what type of pose that you're doing. You will need the 2 blocks. Now, if your budget doesn't allow, you can get the 1 block, but you have to get a block. Okay, so that will really help you, especially when you're doing like Trikonasana, which is triangle pose, and other things of the sort. If you can't get your hand all the way to the floor, you can use a block to help you, with the modified version of the poses. Okay, so that's why you need a yoga block. Even if it's just 1, you still need it. Okay, so that's basically about that. So there are other accessories that goes along with yoga, like the yoga blanket, a bolster, yoga socks, yoga gloves, and the singing bowl and stuff like that. All that comes into play after, okay? If you really get into it, or if you really need it, those things. If you want me to go more into depth of other equipment, please let me know. But this is just a starter video, so I don't want to get you guys confused. Like, oh, I gotta buy this too. No, you don't. But that's basically about that. So if those names don't sound familiar to you, please let me know, and I will definitely do a video on certain equipment, other equipment that you could get for yoga if you want to go further into it. So that's the equipment that you basically need, and things of that sort. Also, to start, I did start with like DVDs. So get beginners DVDs that, that's beginner friendly. Okay, don't get an advanced yoga thing, because if they start off with a headstand, this is your fault. Okay, you don't need that. You don't want that, especially if you have a bad back, or especially if you have never ever attempted a headstand in your entire life. Do not try this, because you can break your neck, you can break your back. So this is why when I, put these yoga clips out of me doing headstands and stuff like that, I always say consult your physician. And if you cannot do it, do not do it, because I don't want nobody come at me and tell myself, oh, Marquita said no, Marquita said nothing. Okay, Marquita said consult your physician before you do these moves. Okay, so don't come for me. Okay, I protected myself in the beginning of the video, so it's up to you if do you, boo boo. Okay, don't go urge your key on my hands. But anyway, I digress. But so get a beginner friendly, especially if you have done nothing with yoga, nothing. You're starting from scratch. Okay, beginner friendly DVD. Let it say beginner. Okay, no advanced, no intermediate, beginner. Okay, beginner. You need this, okay? I know we want to jump start and do the splits and do all this other, fun poses, but before you get there, you need the foundation first, okay? Please, you will get there, boo, okay? You will get there, boo. Let's hold your horses, okay? All right? I mean, it's patience with yoga. It's patience. If you don't have that and you're trying to hurry up and get into a headstand when you have not accomplished, doing a simple, maybe something simple in the yoga pose or whatever like that. If you haven't done a warrior 1 or warrior 2 and you want to do a headstand, I don't think so. Okay, so that's basically about that. Those are like the foundation poses. So that's basically about that. So also the DVDs. So also follow people if you have social media. Follow people on IG, Facebook, or whatever social media handles that you have. Follow people that are doing yoga, okay, and do yoga challenges that are in your category. So if they're doing headstands and you're nowhere near that, do not take that yoga challenge, okay? Do another challenge that has like the basic poses, such as cat and cow, or like, what are the poses? Bridges, maybe, just laying down your back and doing like circles with your legs, like something that is, beginner friendly type yoga challenges. Tackle those and do that, and that's how you get up your skills as well. Also, mingle with other yogis. That's what we call them, other yogis that are in there. There's a lot of yogis on Instagram. That's how I met a lot of wonderful people. They are so awesome. That community is bomb. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, so bomb. The people that I have met on there is so bomb. Okay. But anyway, definitely, go on IG. There's yogis on FB, on Facebook. So just start following people, start getting into the yoga challenges that are beginner friendly for you, and that will be in your, in your realm or your vicinity, that will be for you. Like I said, don't start off with a headstand challenge, because you have never attempted a headstand, so please don't do it, okay? And don't come at Marquita. Marquita told me to do a yoga challenge. No, I didn't tell you to do any yoga challenge. Do one that's suitable for you, okay? Just keep that in mind, all right? I understand you trying to get to the headstand, but I mean, you gonna have to wait for a few. All right, so that's basically about that. But so start following people that are, doing yoga stuff, and whatever pose that they're doing, try to attempt it. If you can't, it's okay. Just try to, and follow and look and see what's the correct techniques, and follow other yogi, people, and read things, get a yoga book, get a yoga coloring book, learn the anatomy of, like, what certain, if you really want to get deep into it, I have a yoga anatomy book. If you want to know what muscles are for a certain pose, what do they do, and things of that sort. There are certain poses that helps with sinuses, that helps with heart rate, that helps with, a lot of other things or certain ailments that we may be, suffering in our body. There's poses that helps with headaches and things of that sort. You will be amazed, okay? So that's just basically about that. So the stretching is so awesome. You can stretch, muscles that are hard to get to. Like one of the muscles, the psoas muscle, So I don't want to get into all of that right now because I know you're probably like, this beginner, what you talking about psoas? But anyway, I apologize about that. But with yoga, it's just like, you just run off and say a whole bunch of stuff because it's like, it's very fulfilling and it's a lot that you can do, like as far as like meditation and stuff like that. You could do like an hour meditation, 30 minutes of meditation. It's really up to you. Make yoga your own, listen to your body. Remember to breathe, because if you don't breathe, then you get stuck in the position and just like, so it's like, those are just like the basics, like as far as the equipment and what DVDs and people to follow and things of that sort. And you're really good to go. And then just also like, read more into the yoga as far as like the yoga anatomy, what helps and stuff like that. If you want to even go further and start teaching, then I'll say go take the training class, and things of that sort, if you really want to get deep into it. But again, remember your body, know your body, listen to your body. If you have a pain to where it's unbearable and you're trying to get into that split, boo, no, it's not going to work today, so stop. There are times where I'm stiff and I be trying, but I'm like, no, Charmaine, you can't get into it. Stop. It's over. Session is over. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to stop yourself. Okay, that's what I say. Even me, you have to stop yourself, because if you can't, you will end up hurting yourself. Okay, yoga seems like it looks all nice and and all this stuff, but I'm telling you, it can get really intense, especially holding those poses, warrior 1, warrior 2, especially you using all your leg muscles. Like, this is not like little bitty. It's really like intense, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I mean, people be thinking like yoga's for play. No, it's not, boo. Okay. I was gonna touch on restorative. When I said about it, I almost forgot. With restorative means that you're doing certain poses that are not extraneous. Like, you're using different props as far as like bolsters, which I mentioned earlier. I think I'll put a picture. It's like a big long, pillow that you put it under your head. Then you'll have a yoga blanket that you put under your legs. There's certain things that you do, and especially like with the yoga strap, you put it around your legs. So it's like whatever type of restorative pose that you're doing, and it's like you stay in these poses longer than you normally would a regular pose without all the props and things of that sort. So restorative yoga is involving a lot of props and involving the relaxation, and it is a longer session than a regular session. So it will be longer than an hour, maybe an hour and a half for an hour and 45 minutes, because you're staying in these poses longer than you would a normal pose. Okay, so that's what restorative is. That's basically what it is. And a lot of people don't like it because it's like too slow, it's too this and that, but I really do like it, especially after a long day. You just want to really relax and just let go, but not do all these extraneous planks and all that, and putting your leg up in the air and bringing it between you. Sometimes you just need to slow down. You still getting your little stretch on, but at the same time, it's really, really, really relaxing. Not saying the regular yoga is not relaxing, because it is, because after you've done, your body feels nice and refreshed and you're ready to go to bed, So, but this is just more relaxing and more soothing and more slower. That's what restorative is. And you're using more props, okay? With the regular yoga, you're using props, but there's different types of yoga, like Bikram and warm and hot yoga and stuff like that. That it gets into a whole array of things. I don't want to mix you guys up because it's supposed to be beginners. But since I mentioned restorative, I want to get into that as well. But restorative will be good as well for beginners. If you want to get a bolster, or even you could use a towel or anything in the case, and just get into those nice slow poses and stay in them as long as you can, or whatever the case is. But that's just basically it. With yoga, just start, and start at your own pace. Don't rush. Just because Sally did her split in 2 days after she started doesn't mean that you will be able to do it in 2 days. Okay, so please do not compete. Do not compare yourself to other people, because everybody's body is different. Everybody is different, y'all. So just look and concentrate on yourself yourself and do you, boo-boo, okay? Do not force yourself into a pose, please. Like I said, you don't want to end up in the hospital because you tried to get into a pigeon pose, or you tried to do a low lizard lunge, okay, when you just started yoga 2 minutes ago. No. Like, let's be realistic, boo. Okay. So yeah, so don't force yourself, because you can hurt yourself, okay? Even though yoga is, you think it's like but it can be in the hospital bed, okay? So so stop. But anyway, I'm just letting y'all know, I'm laughing, whatever like that, but okay. But that's basically it about that, y'all. So that's it. I'm done. I don't want to talk y'all head off. But, if you want me to do another section of of yoga and things like that, so I could get into it, sensation A, B, stuff like that. That's just the basis, the foundation of yoga. Get your foundation poses down. Warrior 1, Warrior 2. Just start off slow, and things of that sort. So those are the things that you would do to get started, okay? You got your equipment, you got your DVDs, you got the people that you follow on IG, you're doing the yoga challenges, you're meeting people, things of that sort, me and, off of IG, just talking, and commenting and stuff like that, liking their pictures and stuff like that. But if you end up meeting them in real life, that's cool, because I have. But, but other than that, do what you can, and, support each other, and you be encouraged and things of that sort, and you will get to your goal. But if you guys want a more in-depth thing, about yoga, what else, I could definitely get into it. I'm sitting here and just talking because it's a lot of stuff going through my head that I could talk about, but I'm trying to keep it basic. So that's basically about that. So that's basically what I did when I started yoga. I just did that, and I just moved in further into the training. I just basically start off, getting the equipment, looking at DVDs, looking at people on IG, getting into the challenges, and then progress from there. So that's what you do to get started and things of that sort. So yeah, that's basically it about that. So if you guys have any additional questions, please let me know. Let me know if you want more information or another video on something else. Let me know about certain poses that you probably want to get into, and then maybe I could do a video on how to get into it or how to stretch into it, whatever the case is. Let me know down in the comment section below, and I definitely will get back to you guys. Sorry for this long video, but I was just talking and going around. I hope it wasn't all over the place, but I hope you guys got a better understanding of how I started yoga, or how to start yoga, and what's the basis of it. Again, if you want me to go more in depth, I will do another video, and that's just basically it about that, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions, comments, concerns, please don't ask. Thank you for requesting, and thank you for your feedback, y'all. I really appreciate y'all so much. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, you guys. All right, thank you guys for watching. Any questions, comments, concerns, please don't ask. Peace, bye.